No. What up, YouTube? I am the perpetrator, better known as TPT Concepts. Today is April 30th, 2026. The time is now 9:33 a.m. We'll be trading SPY today. But before we get into the charts, we gotta get a word from Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Today's word comes from Psalm chapter 33, verse 5, and it reads, He loves whatever is just and good. The unfailing love of the Lord fills the earth. Okay, I'm gonna read it one more time. He loves whatever is just and good. The unfailing love of the Lord fills the earth. And that's Psalms chapter 33, verse 5. So pretty much YouTube, I'm trying to love like Jesus Christ, which is not easy because the flesh be wanting you to get even and stuff like that and have control over the situation. So what trading is teaching me on this journey to profitability and just life in general, being a husband, father, son, brother, cousin, whatever, you have to have patience not only with other people, but with yourself. Okay. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. When you first come to the charts, you're always going to forextrader.com. Make sure you're on the right day. Today is April 30th. See if you have any news that will affect the market. You are looking for red or orange voters. As you can see here, we had news at 8:30, but really no news here today. So let's hop down into the top-down analysis. If you're new to the channel, I greatly appreciate a like and subscribe. Okay. Thanks everybody for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into it. The previous daily candle closed weak bullish. My bad. Trading view twos be tweaking. All right. We had a big earnings day yesterday, but kind of choppy price action. I'll show you guys the trade I took. I put the video, but I was watching my son, so I had to leave the camera before the trade played out. All right, so I got a bullish bias coming in here. All right. Let's go down to the 1 hour. Let's get some levels. We're having a huge sell off the open. Clearly, right? Okay. Got a huge resistance up here. It looked like a price get below 712.43. As you can see here, we kind of get a push down to these levels. Let's see how these levels line up on the 30-minute. Okay, so range two cells look good below here. Nice clean candles coming down. And as far as buys, see here in the pre-market, we got above 713.01. The market pushed up, so I'll take buys above here. Okay. And if there are any sales out the open, great trade. Mhm. Time is now 9:38. So the first 8 minutes, you're in a strong. Sellers are stepping in for sure. That's what target. All time. Okay, less than 6 minutes for this 15-minute counter to close. This current 15-minute counter have very small top wick. I want to say all this selling pressure, as you can see when we get up to these levels. Only thing I can do here is just be patient. Wait on price action. Wow, no positions.
Okay. Andy leading bullish. We always also had numbers, yeah, a lot of data coming that came out before the bell.
You see, no position, no position, no position. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one caught off guard by this. Let it sell out the open. But yeah, we got a closure below 710.88 here. I'm willing to take these range two sales. And if you follow the channel, you know what I mean by that. But if not, I can definitely break it down. You got range here, which is range one. Another range here, which is range two. All right. And the reason I need two ranges is because I have a bullish bias. All right. And if traders, all we can do is be patient and wait on price action. Look left to get right. And my TPT concepts was literally just identical price action. And what I mean by that is if price get below here and it pushes down, all right, that's the trade that I'll take. All right, I'll just base it off probabilities. Matter of fact, let's look at this trade. All right, here's the entry for the trade I took yesterday. This is what I was waiting on. All right, had a bearish bias. This was the pre-market support level. We got a closure below. Waiting for price to make resistance into the break of these lows. Okay, this is how I end up playing out. Came down, hit the advantage point and take profit level. All right. You can go back and watch that video on my channel. Let's see. The whole setup was right here, I believe. Yep, yesterday. You can go here. Okay. Take a peek at how I marked up my ranges. All right. Waited patiently. Okay. Pretty much the same thing that we're about to do here today. All right. Well, it's because of the previous daily candle closure. All right, let's be patient here. We got about a little over 15 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Okay, YouTube, we're gonna go over this one more time. We started here on the daily. Got us a bias. Previous daily candle closed bullish. Okay, so we had a bullish bias. Came down to the 30. Saw some key levels. We're looking for clean traffic. And what I mean by clean traffic, I mean clean candles, clean candles, not this, not this. Okay. I know some people may call these order blocks. So I don't like to trade where there's a lot of order blocks. Okay. If that makes sense. All right. Pretty much just call it choppy price action. Granted, this 15-minute candle did leave a wick to fill here. 5 minute. The sellers had up step into the market. I'm gonna be preaching here inside of this range. 48, 48 a.m. Just like yesterday, the day before, and every day we come here. Let's just be patient. Wait on price action. Yeah, I'll be patient and wait for this 15-minute candle to close. Then we came to the charts. We did our top down analysis. We got a plan, so now we just be patient and wait, which is the hard part about trading, I will say. Okay, we're willing to buy above here because in the pre-market, buyer stepped above here. We got to push up. Okay, we're just trading probabilities, and we're willing to take sales below this strong pre-market support, which would give us a range two. We discussed that. We got nice clean candles coming down. Okay, but for now, we just have to be patient here. Wait for candles to close. Yeah, YouTube, with price come fill this wick. See if sellers want to keep pushing down and close below this pre-market support. Well, like I was saying when we came to the charts, I am bullish until price can get below 710.88, which looked like we were definitely trying to come fill this wick. Got these guys in some positions.
This to break even here if we make a new low, new session
Oof.
low.
Gold getting smoked. Gold getting smoked. Let's sell him off here, man. Yeah, I can't say sure. Let's drop me low. Another extension. Another sell. More selling here in the
Great trade.
That's
Back to break even,
Nice.
or a little bit more than break even. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna be patient here. Mandy. Mandy short.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
This
you.
is. I don't like. This is a lot of volatility.
It is.
It is Mandy. It is a lot of volatility. That's why you guys see me coming out. I wait a little bit, let the market, feel me, kind of digest some news. Got my Bloomberg in the background. Meta shares extend decline to more than 10%. Hmm. So I guess the earnings wasn't that good. Beautiful Whitfield. That's a beautiful Wakefield. We are bearish on all time frames. Dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, let's be patient here. Our silver is up almost 2% on the day. TQQ is down 0.97%. XLF down 0.13. TSLL up 2%. These just some ETFs that I have. I got some IBIT, which is up 1.33%. BTC is up 1.26. Ethereum is up 1.42. BITO is up 1.40%. And I'm looking at some IONQ as well. IONQ down 0.17% today. And wheat is pulling back from this resistance that it was at. Okay, we got 4 minutes, 4 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. We pretty much completely have filled this range. Just like yesterday, we're not gonna chase the market. Let it settle down.
Oh man, that
So
10.
you know when we're talking at the end of the day, and I try to explain when they're selling the options. Right now, the
Mhm.
7100 puts in the S&P are 720 bid, 730 on the offer. If you sold a put, and this isn't advice, this is just math. If you sold a put right now, you collect $7 times 100. If that thing goes all the way down to 20 cents, you've basically collected rent. If it doesn't, if it goes down, if it closes below that, then the trade.
This range for sure. All the markets are somewhat pushing down.
Two wins today for you. Nice. Let's go. Great job. Yeah, I haven't taken any trades since the trade yesterday.
Yeah, this my the guy that I learned from next door. You see that we pretty much have our ranges marked up the same way. See how he waiting for this clean traffic right here? All right, he didn't want to trade in this chop. Same with me. I could definitely take a note of this. Put a nice wick fill here. So, a lot of selling. Less than 15 seconds. Just counter the close.
Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, right? If I draw a little arrow here, you'll see that price head came down, made a low, made a high, made a low, made a high, made a low, right? And just like a normal market trend, if you are in this downtrend, right, but then all of a sudden you break you break structure, right? Is that what they call it? Break of structure, the BOS, the BOS, yeah.
Yep.
The
The
BOS
BOS.
happens, right? What will tend to happen?
Okay, we close within his range here. 30-minute close strong. Bearish. Bearish celery on the 10-minute. Bearish. And again, this war has not, been the simplest to trade, but we've been doing what we can. Nice trade here to fill this wick, though. I will definitely take mind of that.
What is going to happen? Right? Remember when we all typed in how to trade on YouTube, we got the video of the higher highs and the lower lows and all that, right? So what will happen here? Trading 101. If you break a high, you will what? You will come up to make a new high, right? And then a new low.
We just pretty much trading candlesticks. All right.
A new high now. So we use them in that way. We also know that if there's a candle that has, basically through our studies of candles, we've found that 85% of candles will have an anatomy like this, where they have top wicks, bottom wicks, and
You heard what he said, 85% of candles. All right, again, that is the guy that taught me, wow, we got some buyers step in at this level. But yeah, in order for me to take any positions today, like I said before, I need close below 710.88, which is this pre-market support. And as far as these buys, When we get above 713, seeing as how we can push up maybe to 715.56. All right. Time is now 10:03. Probably be here for maybe another hour or so, then call it a session. All right. I don't want to make these videos long, just straight to the point. Come here. All right. Get a word from Jesus Christ. Look at these charts. All right. While we at our peak focus, and then, come back the next day, look what the setup. Silver in the futures market trading at 73.43 right now, up 1.82%. Meta tanking, Microsoft tanking, Tesla getting there, but Google is going crazy. Apple going crazy. Amazon down 0.25%. Nvidia down 3.25%.
Goldie, come on.
4 hour for real?
For crying out loud.
Last day of the month price action here.
Last day of the monthy. Monthy.
My boy being patient on Top Step.
How about
Yeah,
this,
we
Mandy?
flat.
I always write down the first thing I do. Right, hold on, we got might see a little pop here in crude. First, some of the first words out of your mouth in fast markets. I've got a bullish bias. Well, how'd you make your money? The downside. Absolutely love that. That flip just like that, right?
Uh,
Just like
I'm
that.
not tied. I'm not married to my bias. I think that's a very important thing.
100%.
I think we were in such an uptrend, so that was like pre-market.
I respect what Mandy said because his Wickfield was a decent trade. All right, we got about 9 minutes. This 15-minute counter to close. And the bear stepped into the market. This huge kind of filling this range. I'm gonna do a first top down on this 1 hour. Let me see we have a resistance right here. Price close below. Got a nice clean resistance coming up. We get below here, we can come down potentially to these levels here. See how this. Wow, lined up the exact same way. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. My bad, YouTube. Oh, okay. Wow. We got a nice. Wow. Lined up the exact same for the clean traffic to the left. Wow. That's a nice top wick. I want to say we break these lows. I may enter a cheap short. Maybe I'll break it at 1 hour lows as well. Here's to see if price continue to push down here. If we break those lows. So, so it's pretty much the same levels I have marked up. Just wanted to make sure everything was everything. We got about 18 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close. Nice top wick. I'm just curious to see if we break these pre-market lows, will we continue to push down? Okay. Time is now 10:12 a.m. This 1 hour candle close very strong bearish. Below this resistance. We always talk about how it'd be a good trade out the open and where like you take profits. All right, that's what I'm learning about trades out the open. All that volatility. We got less than 1 minute for this 15-minute candle closure. And we do have nice clean candles coming up. Nice candles coming down. You see here above this level, we get a nice push up. And below here, we get a push down. All right, let's just be patient, wait for these candles to close. Got a weak support made here on the 15. Just be patient. Granted, we are trading below the 9 and the 21-day EMA, so the bears are in the market. I am interested in long positions, but I'll wait. I'll be patient here. See if more buyers want to step in. Yeah, YouTube, as bad as I want to chase this market, I am just going to be patient here. Got 12 minutes for this 15-minute counter to close, so I'll just wait here for maybe another hour or so and then call it a session. Because you do take dumb trades when you're bored. Granted, I was thinking about entering the break of these lows, but I decided not to when this 15-minute candle closed back inside of the range. And the current 15-minute candle opened with no top wick. All right. We just heard my boy Nick Stewart talk about top and bottom wicks. Okay. So be patient. It'll come down to this pre-market low and retest it 3 times. Be patient. Let's wait on price action.
What if I told you that there's a way for you to start earning?
We're on the 30-minute. Get above this level in the pre-market. We get a push up. And the highlight closes below here. We may get a push back down to 708.87. And again, this channel is not financial advice. This is just me trying to help novice traders not give up like myself. Or YouTube look like buyers trying to step in, but you see this key level in the pre-market, don't look like we can get above it. So, and again, I would say it was a nice trade off the open to fill this wick, but right now we're kind of moving sideways. So, gotta be patient here. Wait on price action, see what these guys on.
Compressing. What does that
So
mean? What does it?
it
What does
means
it look
that
Wait
like?
we're going
long.
to spring out of this thing pretty aggressively.
Coiling.
Um,
Coiling, right?
coiling.
Yeah,
Yep.
holding pressure. Yep. When you say spring, that could go either direction, or are you thinking only longs?
Or either.
So right now, I think. Well, I mean, I wish I knew which way this thing was going to actually snap, but we're ES. We're kind of going sideways to up. NQ is a little bit.
You already said ES, which is SPY is the ETF for ES, moving sideways. And excuse me, get some breakfast, some trail mix. We got less than 4 minutes for this 15-minute candle close. You guys saw me kind of go back over my top down analysis once we got this huge sell off. And you see what price doing at these levels. Kind of just trading in between them. Now, it look like the current scenario is you had a person go short up in here, and if they didn't take profits, I'm sure they're still in this trade. And then you had a retail trader just go long off this first green candle, thinking they bought the low of the day to push up, which they might have. But do they have the balls to hold it? Excuse my French, I mean the kahunas. The kahunas. They say gas in California is $6. Hold on a second. Wow. Hmm. Let's see here. YouTube. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do. I'll be posting market news to my story. All right, follow me right here. Wow. As of April 30th, 2026, the average price for regular gas in California has surged to over $6 per gallon, making it to the highest in the nation. Whoa. Bro, support form here on the 30. Yeah, hopefully price don't just juice up on us. Definitely got a price here. Wait for candle closures. As you can tell with this price action today. Usually price action be like this for unemployment claims, so just be careful. Wait for this candle to close. Yeah, the 3 minute did get a closure above. Hmm. Sellers just will not let them. Woo way. Let's play the range game. I love you. Let's play the range game. Play the range game. Let's play the range game. Isn't it crazy how price starting to do that below this major support and above this major support? Time is now 10:35 a.m. Haven't seen a setup here today. Not yet. Had a nice learning lesson out the open. Nice wig pill. Okay, these bears. Shit, they are stepping in here. Yeah, we get some different kind of price action today. Mm, 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 mm. 7 minutes for this 15-minute counter close. It's weak support here on the 30. All right, we did break the previous kind of highs. How about 21 minutes for this 30-minute candle to close? This 1 hour candle haven't really done anything. Huh. Pretty much chopped up for 10 to 11. My
The
boy
story,
Hold.
and I'm sticking to it in the equities. I like the short side,
Okay, well I'm in.
at least for
Yeah,
now.
we got
I-
oil spiking.
27,000. Here we go. Let's get it.
I'm short. I'm short. I'm short. Well, headline here: ECB sources June rate increase very likely. Very likely.
That boy Andre said he's short that thing.
I don't care what you say. That's not bullish for equities.
I'm gonna join you, Andre. I'm just gonna shorten the hole.
Oh, I'm short in the hole, baby. You cannot tell me that's bullish for equities.
I just
He's a virtual community guy. YouTube. That boy said he's short in the hole.
$84.
as soon as I click sell, what was that?
Unreal.
What?
Unreal.
That was just something coming. And yep, I cut the
Okay,
short
I'm back
too.
in. I'm back
I'm short 3 MES from 170,
Smash this.
75.
Yeah.
See
I'll
if
add
we
it to the
can.
avoid.
Jack Wood.
That boy said he's short. Yes. And it's not a bad short right here, but need me a little bit more confidence. There's always another trading day. All right. I know we got some. All right. Let's look at some earnings. Apple, Eli Lilly. All right. After after the bell. Okay. All right. Them boys said they got short. Huh. We got less than 2 minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. 30-minute flip back bullish as well. Dun, 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 dun. Favorable bias. Buyers stepping in really don't surprise us. See if they can hold this level though. If not, we could continue to push down. Hmm. 15-minute candle close. 3 green candles in a row. Really not going anywhere. I'll wait for this 30-minute candle to close in about 14 minutes.
Very strong green candle here in the ES and NQ out of nowhere. Boom. Okay. All the text turn around, as I'm assuming.
All right, my boy Dakota.
Not really.
This
I think
Really
we're jack
interesting.
short.
No, really.
They're short right now. These two guys here, top right, top left. I mean, bottom left. See if the market puts down for these guys.
People are looking at that at this as short, but it's also responsive selling from the open.
Right.
There's no real initiative in this right now.
In this buying
You
mode?
start putting in new lows, that would be initiative.
Oh, it's got mechanisms written all over it.
We got about 3 minutes for this 10-minute candle to close. Friday, we came down to this pre-market lows and their support. Buyers are letting stepping back in. This 15-minute candle open with no bottom wick. But that's okay. We got a strong one here on the 30. We got a close above him with 3 minute. $30-minute closing at 111 minutes. She got any long positions. I'm like, I'll be honest, kind of sloppy. Like it kept pulling back, pulling back. All right, but we are gonna nice closure above this level here on the 10-minute. See here. Get a nice closure above here in a 10 minute. A nice little celery play. All right, we see what price gets above this level. We do get a push up. All right. So we break these highs with this clean candle here to the left. Let's see if we want to continue to push up here. I'm going low risk. I'm going very low risk on this trade. And if we start going, if the position goes in our favor, I'll add just like I did on the video yesterday. See here. We not activated. Let's see if price want to keep going. All right. This was a cheap long. This probably be the only trade I take here today. All right. I'll explain where I went in. Let me get a picture of this with my journal. Okay. Copy link. All right, we added to this position as well because we've seen price continue to push up. All right. And we just simply trading identical price action. Let's see if we can hit this advantage point up here. All right, do we have nice clean candles coming up? All right, I had a bullish bias come into the day. We came back to these pre-market lows. Buyer stepped in, got a closure above 712.45. And here in the pre-market, when we get closures above here and we break the highs, we push up. So I had to enter. All right, just added a few contracts. All right, see if we can get to that advantage point. Time is now 10:54 a.m. Okay. All right. Let's keep an eye on this. Okay, here it is. It's the last trading day of the month. Um, so not trying to blow everything. Not trying to blow my account here. All right, to the trade out. I guess about 10:45. All right, I'm gonna actually take a few contracts off up here near this advantage point. All right. Good trade here. Let's Okay, push up SPY, push up, baby. All right, we see price getting up to this support level here. That's why we took some profit. So we won't be surprised if price start to try to pull back. As long as we trade above 713.18, I'll stay in this trade. Come on, baby, push up, push up. We got a nice clean candle here to the left. All right, right here, as you can see. I took this entry off the 10-minute. All right, and we were waiting for closures above a specific level. All right, it's 30-minute. It's pushing up as well. 1 hour. Wow, those top step dudes that just went short. We're coming up to a major support level on the 30 and the 15. A good overall trade, risk free. Risk free. All right. Hit the advantage point. Let's see if we can push up and hit the full TP. Which be these pre-market highs up in here. You got a little over 1 minute for this 10-minute counter to close. And thanks everybody for tuning in to these videos. If you want to trade with me on Zoom, you can reach out to me at the Prather Trader _. Reach out to me on Instagram. And if you follow me on IG, I do have market news. Okay. All right, let's see if we'll actually nip the high of this clean candle here. Candle open with no bottom wick. Ah, we did come up to the support level though. Not a bad place to take some profits. All right. Okay, great trade. Good trade today here with SPY. I can go over it one more time. So we had a bullish bias coming into the day. Okay. Bullish bias because the previous daily candle was bullish. All right. We got a huge sell out the open, as you can see here. Price pushed all the way down to these pre-market lows. Then we noticed that buyers started to step into the market. Okay. And here in the pre-market, if we get above this level here, which is 712.45, buyers really step in. So we were waiting for closures above. All right. So we end up going down to the 10-minute. And not only did we get a closure above, but we got a nice celery play here. Okay. Into the break of these highs. Nice clean candle here to the left. Okay. I'll admit I did take some profit up here near the support level. This candle open with no bottom wick. All right. Overall, good trade, good trade. And again, I don't want to make these videos long. Straight to the point. All right, come to a top-down analysis. All right. Just be patient. Wait for our setup. All right. Price came up here. Nice trade if you were in it. Okay. Thank you guys again for all the support. I am the Breakthrough Trader. All right, TPT Concepts. God bless.